To be clear, normally I don't hold the Pro Controller up like this, but if I didn't, then you wouldn't be obvious that I'm playing the game as I'm talking about it. It would just look like I'm just... This is what I normally... This is to demonstrate while playing on a YouTube video. Alright. Racket. This game was featured in Nintendo's recent Nintendo Indie World Direct, whatever they're calling it. Now, I always get excited when these things come around. Obviously, the Indie Direct isn't the place where you're going to hear about Bayonetta 3 or Metroid Prime 4 or that Shin Megami Tensei game that Atlus teased before the Switch even launched, if memory serves. I tell you what, it would be nice to see Mineko's Night Market. When the hell is that coming out? I feel like that was announced about 4 years ago, which is impossible. The Switch wasn't even out 4 years ago. But here we are, Racket, which seemed like a good fit for me. It combines two genres that I'm into, shoot 'em up and brick breakers. Shoot 'em up wise, it reminds me of Parodius. While we're at it, can we bring Parodius out on the Switch, please? But yeah, I believe the genre name is Cute 'em up. That's quite nice, isn't it? Have you ever heard that term before, Cute 'em up? It's good, it's apt, I think. It's a fairly short game, but I feel like that's part of the course with these kind of things. Basically, you've got 4 worlds. Each world is 2 stages plus a boss fight, and then when you're done with that, there's a final boss to move on to. I feel like this game pays homage to a lot of games that have come before it, so taking some visual cues from Parodius with a sort of cutesy shoot-'em up style. At the start of each level, you get a sort of splash screen, which reminds me of Sonic the Hedgehog very much. You know, like when the act starts up and it flies across the screen, green hill zone. Whenever you die, your character explodes Mega Man style. And one of the bosses is called Tennistar, which is an obvious reference to Sinistar, which is one of the first games to ever, if not the first game, to feature voice acting. And when Tennistar taunts you, he even uses Sinistar's signature dialogue. Beware, coward. Oh yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so the genre mashup, I feel like it works quite well, this blending of shoot 'em up and brick breaker. Although it does take a bit of getting used to. I found that when I hit a bullet, I would follow its trajectory with my eye and take my eye off the character I'm controlling, which you can't do because then you just crash into a laser or a hot dog, hamburger cat, whatever that is. I think it's a hot dog cat. The other thing is that I think the game's difficulties, it's balanced quite well. But towards the end of the game, I started noticing that the levels don't have checkpoints. I very much started noticing that because I'm not too great at this game. And in fact, the Tennistar boss, which I mentioned earlier, I spent well over an hour trying to beat that guy, and I could not in a million years. Right, come on, let's have one go against him. Come on. Hey, that was quite easy. This enthralled Prince of Tennis. Come on. No. Oh. Suck. And obviously I can't think fast enough to sort of, because I do the ball, God, I can't think and play at the same time, but the trajectory of the ball depends on where you hit it. So if you hit it from below, it'll fly up. If you hit it from above, it'll fly down. So you want to look at where Tennistar is, decide whether you want to aim the ball up or down, and then position yourself to do that all in the space of like 2 seconds that you've got. Oh, see what I mean? I well should have had that there. I swear down. Come on. I might call this video Matt versus Tennistar. No! Ah! Oh, that was all me. That was terrible. Come on. I've just got to get him 7 times in a row without losing to me. No! Ah, see what I mean? How could I have got around those then? Snookered me. I've still got 2 hit points left. This could still go my way. Not what? I reckon that went right through my tennis racket then. I'll have to watch the replay. Right. Still 6 points to 1. Oh yeah, the ball can disappear beneath his HP bar at the bottom. That's annoying. That's an oversight. Oh no! Oh, what? Alright, one more. One more. Yeah, this is another thing as well. It takes ages. You have to watch this score run down, then hit restart, then it loads the level. Come on, loading the level, loading the level, loading the level, loading the level, loading the level. I have a frustration test. It's alright, skipping, 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 skip. It's how many times can I mash the A button between failing and getting to restart. And the more times I can mash it, the more frustrated I am. Here we go. Oh, that was easy. Just give me a point then. Come on. Put some dramatic music to this now, okay? This is my eternal rivalry, Tennistar. That was dreadful. Come on. What music would suit it? Like the Eye of the Tiger. We just teleported out of the way then. What an idiot. Come on. Yes, right in the head. It's a bit like Vegeta there. Vegeta's ugly cousin. Oh no, it's looking at the ball and straight into one of his... No! Oh, stuck behind the bullets. Yes. Don't know what happened, but I'll take it. Come on. Come on. Right, he's getting mad now. He's gone Super Saiyan. Go on. No, no! Oh, so close. That was dreadful. Luckily, I still on invisibility frames there. So that didn't count. Damn, touch the ball. Alright, come on. I just lost one of the challenges there. Damn it! God damn it. What's the name of the guy from Guardians 2? You suck, Zylar, or whatever he's called. That's me. You suck, Mark. Damn it. Anyway, that's worth mentioning before I move on. See all these little balls that have exploded here. Win the match, failed. Don't get hit, failed. Below 50 strikes, failed. Never mind. But each stage has its own little set of challenges. That adds a nice bit of replay value. I always like that. Because these kind of games, they're kind of... Once you beat them once, they're pretty much over unless you're going for high scores. And if they're quite short, like what this game is, then it's nice to have some things which add a bit of replay value. Let's quit out and I'll show you the some of the stuff from like the first level. Okay, so if we look at the first level as an example, you've got clear the set, which is beat the level, don't get hit, defeat 100 blocks. Pardon me. Hit all strikables and juggle 3 times. I'm not really sure what juggle 3 times is, but I've done it. What else is there to this game? Also, oh yeah, once you beat the game, you unlock arcade mode, which is like you just have to get through the entire game with 1 life, or get as far as you can and go for a high score. That's quite nice as well. So overall, I like it. I like the cute style. It's a neat mechanic, something I haven't seen before in a shoot 'em up, combining these 2 genres together. I think it works well, despite how bad I suck at it. So that's about it really. Oh, sorry. That's about it really. Good game, cool concept. It looks nice, it plays well. There's a co-op option as well, which I haven't had a chance to check out, but it's in there. And if you like this, you like these sort of quirky shooters, there's a couple more I'd recommend. There's Gunbird, which you can get either by itself or as part of the Psycho Shooting Stars Bravo collection. Gunbird's one of my favourites from the old Dreamcast era. Although unfortunately on the Switch version you don't have the option to play as Morrigan from Darkstalkers, which kind of sucks. And there's the Blackbird by Onion Games, which is, as my dad would say, mad as a box of frogs, but it's... Check it out, you'll see. It's got its own style. Good fun. Thanks for watching and see you next time.